Check, check, check. Mic check 1, 2. Catherine. Catherine came on like her notifications must be like prime time set at this point. Catherine is first in the building. Yes, sir. How we doing? Happy Mother's Day. I want to start off by saying happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. This is your day to shine like the sun in the sky. Happy Mother's Day to you. To all the mothers. Broadcast, how you doing? Stephanie, thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon on a Mother's Day. You know, Friday when this trade happened, I wasn't nowhere around. Saturday, you know, things to do. This is what happens when the Browns, they do stuff when I can't be around. Maybe I'll just hop on my phone one time with bad quality video. J-Mir, stop it. J-Mir, stop it. It's people like you. It's people like you. Well, you know what? I think we should all write a letter to Andrew Berry because this man is owed an apology because he is cooking up move after move after move. And I tell you what, this dude right here, Andrew Berry, we owe him an apology. Not all of us, but I'm saying we because I want to apologize on behalf of some Browns fans because I feel like I need to. Happy Mother's Day to everybody in the chat. James, Scott Simmons in the building, Kevin in the building, Andrew Berry is playing chess while the other GMs are playing checkers. Now Jay says our defense listen, I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. I don't want to be that guy that gets too pumped because I always say, and I still believe this, one game at a time, one play at a time, one practice at a time. But I tell you what. Starting to get a little hype. I don't want my heart broken. You guys know how I feel. I don't want my heart broken. But I'm getting a little bit hyped because I didn't see this coming. I didn't see it. I didn't see this move coming. If you don't know what I'm talking about by now, maybe you didn't have your phone, your tablet, your TV. Maybe you didn't have electricity for 2 days. Maybe you were just doing something. Maybe you were Mother's Day shopping. Maybe there's other things in life going on with you. But if you didn't know, if you have no clue, now you know. The Browns got Za'Darius Smith, former Packer, former Viking, now a current Cleveland Brown. They got Za'Darius Smith, and I know he could be an unrestricted free agent after this year. We got him for a year, and we'll see what happens. We gave him a 2024 and 2025 fifth-round picks. And a 2025 6th round and a 2025 7th round pick. Guess what that means to me? I don't care. They can have those picks. I'll give them some Charmin toilet paper, a paper wipe, a napkin, and a paper fork if they want one too. I don't care about those picks. You guys know how I feel about picks. I want to win right now. I don't care about picks. That's why I'm not a GM either. I told you guys, I'll be the worst GM in the history of GMs. But I have said that before. I am terrible when it comes to being a GM. But listen, I think it's a steal. I think it's a steal. Nothing but picks. Didn't have to give up anybody currently on the roster. Everybody is still intact on the defense and on the offense. They have to give up any players, just some mid to late round picks. 2024, 25. Who cares? But that's just me. Am I saying I'm right? Of course not. Of course not. But I am excited. Za'Darius Smith, Myles Garrett. Oh, boy. I wonder if we'll be able to keep him too, Jay. I wonder if we'll be able to keep him too. Now, rumor has it he was looking at the Browns last year, but he wanted to play with Danielle Hunter at the Vikings. But he had some other teams looking at him too, and he decided to come to Cleveland because of Myles Garrett. The opportunity to play with Myles Garrett was very intriguing to him. Who doesn't want to play with a man who gets choke slammed? who gets body slammed by offensive linemen because they don't call holdings so they can grab him by the trachea and nothing will happen. I'd want to play with a guy like that too because it's going to free me up. One-on-one. Book it. I appreciate Barry's handling with draft picks like currency. Well, consistency. So what you're saying is that you don't care about picks. I get it. We have to win now. Oh boy, Stefanski is feeling the heat. Listen, if you're in the kitchen right now, turn on your oven to the highest temperature they can go to. That is the heat that Kevin Stefanski has right now. If anybody want to ask me how hot is his seat, the highest temperature your oven goes to. He has to win this year. Playoffs minimum. Because Andrew Berry and the crew are assembling a team to win. Now, I know the AFC is tough, but I don't care at this point. What up, Billy the GOAT? What up, 8th Gate? Happy Mother's Day to you too, 8th Gate. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers around the world. Blessed to see another Mother's Day. Blessed to see another Sunday. The expectations are getting higher and higher and higher, Catherine. Does it scare me? Yes, Tim, Billy, 8th Gate, Stephanie, Jay, Scott. But that's what it's about. If you're not about winning, you're in the wrong profession. And Andrew Berry and the crew are assembling a team because the AFC is tough. This ain't the NFC. That was just disrespectful what I just did there. That was just mean. That was mean. You know, I got to do it to myself too. I got to hold myself accountable, chat. I got to hold myself accountable.
Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
I got to hold myself accountable. That was disrespectful what I just did to the NFC. If I hold you guys accountable, I got to hold myself accountable too. Corey, don't be disrespectful. But the AFC is just a tougher conference right now. Let's call a spade, a potato, a tomato. What? A tomato, a potato. I don't even know where I was going with that one. But anyways, I love the trade for Za'Darius. I love it. Love. Not like, love. Now, I know he didn't do good. I think they said something about he had like first half of the season, he was great. Second half of the season, he wasn't so good. Is it worrying? A little bit. But is he better than Jadeveon Clowney? Yes. It's an upgrade. That to me, he's an upgrade from Jadeveon Clowney. His drop-off, is it a little worrying? A little bit. Now, I didn't watch every Viking game, so I can't give you why he fell off. I don't know what happened. I don't know the details of the drop in his production. But I'm not going to let it worry me that much. I am happy. Dog challenge this year. Does it say? Am I psychic, Scott? Or does Scott know me? Scott, you watch too many streams and I love it. Scott said, does the second half numbers worry you? Report was, oh, he was injured. Okay. Now, the injuries would worry me. I hope he's not injury prone. 30 sacks in 3 years. Hey, Joe, I'll take it. That's 10 sacks a year. That's what it rounds off to. Sign me up. 10 a year. We'll take 10 sacks, won't we? We'll take 10 sacks from somebody not named Myles Garrett, won't we? Sign us up for that. If you told us going into the year, if you told us going into January of this year, the Browns were going to sign somebody, a blank name, and they were going to give us 10 sacks. 10. You would sign up for that on a piece of paper, wouldn't you? You would just sign up. You would take your highlighter or your pen and you would sign up. If you said this blank player is going to give you 10 sacks this year, opposite of Myles Garrett, you would sign up for that. I know I would. Because last year the player opposite of Myles Garrett, I think, gave you 2. I think gave you 2 sacks. Maybe 3 Jadeveon gave you. Maybe he gave you 3. I don't know. But it wasn't 10. Look at Corey with the easy math. You know, Scott, when you give me easy problems, when you give me easy math equations, I may surprise you. I may surprise you. Just keep it easy. 10 sacks a year. I don't think it equals injury prone. I just hope he's not injury prone. Stephanie, I don't think it means he's injury prone. I hope not. I just hope his drop in production wasn't due to it. I just hope it wasn't due to an injury. I'd have to research more into that. I'm just happy. Listen, as most Browns fans, it's either, you know, we want picks or we're not doing enough to sign people. We need to get people. Andrew Berry is getting people. Listen, I don't know what else to tell you. Not really you. I'm just saying in general. I don't know what else to tell people. What else could you want at this point? Best defensive front in Browns history, says Joe. What up, AAA? Happy Mother's Day to my guy, to all the moms in the world. What up, D-Man? Fearsome fivesome. Telling you, man. AAA, you just got here, and you know how I feel. You know what I say about seasons and game by game, play by play, possession by possession. But I'm not going to lie, AAA. And I said this earlier in the stream. I'm getting a little hype. And I'm getting scared that I'm getting hype. Because I hate having my heart broke. But I'm not going to lie. This team is starting to stack up. Because the AFC is tough. And speaking of Andrew Berry, I got another screen. I got another screen set. Speaking of Andrew Berry, I think right now, you know, as a community here on this small community that we have on this channel, the people that show up and show out, I think we need to just give this man his props right now. This Andrew Berry's making moves, man. And I just think it needs to be highlighted at this point. And there's a lot of things about, you know, he doesn't draft players that go to the Pro Bowl. And when does his players get to the Pro Bowl and all that? And it's, you know, it's a valid point. But I keep telling people, he's not going to make a move unless he feels like it benefits the Browns. I don't want to pay for him. It's too much money for me. We just got a potential stud, because he hasn't played yet for the Browns, for basically nothing, for some late round picks. And y'all know how I feel about picks. Consistency. I don't care about them. Unless they're, you know, I like a first and a second round pick. Don't get me wrong. But a fourth, a fifth, and a sixth, take them away. For somebody that's already proven that he can play in this league. And we gave him up for somebody already proven that has a track record. AB knows what he's doing. That's why I don't question him. Because he's 16 times better than me. That's a lie. 100 times better than me. I'm excited about Watson. He is going to prove a lot of people wrong. Yeah, me too, says AAA. I know you're pumped up, AAA. I try to save people sometimes. My guy, AAA, be like, this is it. And I'll be like, man, I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't want my heart broke, but I ain't going to lie, y'all. I'm starting to get to that point. I'm getting excited. Corey, what up? What up, Tim? Wacky Wisdom Network, my guy. Hey, I caught it this time. I think that's your first comment. You changed your name on me. It's a little longer. What do you think we're going to do at running back? Is Hunt coming back? If not, what's the move? I don't know if they make a move, Tim. I'm not saying they're not going to make a move. I don't know if they make a move, though. Hunt may be back just because I don't know if there's any suitors. I've heard rumors about the Cowboys and all this stuff. And you know, the rumors are rumors are rumors are rumors. Hey, that's not even the song. I just start dancing. I don't know if there is a move to be made. They might make one. But, you know, you got Nick Chubb. If you remove Hunt from the situation, there's Nick Chubb. There's Jerome in the house Ford. There's Demetric Felton. I'm missing someone. John, is Kelly still there? Is Kelly still there? I think Kelly's still there. So, do we need to make a move? I don't think we need to make a move, but a move could be made. We'll have to wait. But I'll tell you this, Tim and Kevin. Kevin, we keep talking about Za'Darius getting 10 sacks. This will also benefit Miles, and he will get several more sacks. Good point, Kevin. Kevin, very good point. We're not talking about how this will benefit Miles. I'm just talking about what he brings to the table. But this will definitely benefit Miles. Now, Kevin, it's not going to help the referees not call holdings on Miles. They're still not going to call those, Kevin. Za'Darius doesn't have a magic wand for that. But you bring up a very good point. They're going to have to think twice before they double Myles Garrett after they see on the other side this dude wreaking havoc. They're going to be like, wait a minute. We have to change up our game plan in a second here. Very good point, Kevin. That's why I like you guys. You guys make good points. You keep me on my toes. You sure you don't care about picks? I'm with you, Corey. I don't care for picks as much as vets. We have veterans now. What? Say it again. So we do still have Kelly. So I don't know. I don't know if they make a move. I'm not saying they don't need to, but I'm not sure. We have a lot of running backs already. And sometimes you have a stud and you just don't know it because you haven't let that player show his stuff. So maybe, just maybe, you let Jerome in the house show you what he's got. We have XFL MVP. Oh, do we? Who won the XFL MVP? Actually, I didn't watch a full game of the XFL. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. You can boo me in the chat if you want. I didn't watch the full game in the XFL. I don't know. I just didn't. I just didn't do it. I thought I would be more into it because The Rock owned it. No, it still didn't do it for me. Maybe if we had a team here in Columbus was in the XFL, maybe I'd be more into it. But it didn't catch me to go, you know what? I'm going to sit here for 3 hours and watch it. And maybe that makes me a bad person. But who won the XFL championship? Is it just called championship? And who was the MVP? Well, it's linebacker. Who was the linebacker? What up, Connor? Hello, Corey. Sent this news in the stream to a friend who's a big Browns fan, and he said, no effing way, in all caps. It's like Christmas again for him. So he didn't know, Connor. Now, is he going to come in the stream, Connor? Is he going to come in the stream, Connor, your friend who didn't know? And Connor, your friend that didn't know. Like I said, I thought everybody knew. And I thought coming on here 2 days later, because I couldn't do it Friday, and I couldn't come live yesterday, I thought, should I even go live? Because everybody knows at this point. Everybody knows. So should I do it? But I said, you know what? I'm going to go live because I'm going to talk to the fam on Mother's Day and see how they feel about it. But there was one person in the world of Browns fandom didn't know. So I'm glad Connor's friend heard it via Connor, via us first. Makes me feel good. It was lit, Catherine. He's lit. Good afternoon, Corey. Hope you're having a good Mother's Day. Thank you, Eric. Hopefully you have a good Mother's Day, too. He should be laughing loud, but he's always busy. Hey, Connor, tell him get that paper. The paper always comes first, Connor. I always say take care of you first. Then after you take care of yourself, if you have time, just jump in the stream and hit that like button. We do have a pro team in Columbus. They're at the house. Listen, Connor, you know I love my Ohio State Buckeyes. You know I love them. But they ain't beating one pro team in the NFL. It ain't happening. And I love my Buckeyes. I love them to death. And people who know me, know me. I expect a lot more out of my Buckeyes than I do the Browns. When the Buckeyes lose, my whole week is ruined. But listen, if the Browns start winning more consistently, they may get to that level for me. But I don't expect it yet. But the way they're stacking up players, I'm starting to get too pumped. And this is Andrew Berry's fault. I blame Andrew Berry. I blame you, and I'm looking at him right now on the screen. I blame you. Connor, you do not think a 20-year-old kid can beat the Tennessee Titans? Not Connor, I'm sorry, James. James, no. And I love my Buck. If the Buckeyes went right now and played the Tennessee Titans, they would get obliterated. Obliterated. Those grown men would obliterate them. And I love my Buckeyes. Wouldn't be a match. It wouldn't. And I love them. It just wouldn't be fair. Wouldn't be a fair fight. I wouldn't even watch. Because I'd be mad. I'd be mad. And I love my Buckeyes. That's for any college team. Alabama, they would get crushed. They would get Alabama will go up against you. Pick a team that's terrible in the NFL. I don't know. I can't think of a terrible team right now. Why can't I think of a terrible team? I'm that bad. I can't think of a terrible team. Who had the first pick? Panthers. They would crush Alabama. Crush them. He said, okay, I'll concede. I'm just saying. And I love my Buckeyes. But I blame Andrew Berry for this, chat, because I'm getting pumped up, and it's May. It is May the 14th, and I am getting pumped up for September against Cincinnati, the first game of the year. I want Za'Darius Smith. You know what? I actually want him to have the first sack against Joe Burrow, not Myles Garrett. And that may be an unpopular opinion, but I want him to get the first sack. And here's why. Joe Burrow is used to getting sacked by Myles Garrett. He's used to it. He's been in Myles Garrett Halloween Tombstone. He's been in there. But I want him to know, wait a minute. This is the new Cleveland Browns. We've got more weapons than usual on defense, not just number 95. I want Za'Darius Smith to get the first sack on Joe Burrow opening day, not Myles Garrett. So he knows, wait a minute, you got more than number 95 to worry about, buddy. I want that to I want it to be Za'Darius Smith that gets the first sack, and then they got to rethink everything, the whole strategy of how to block this defensive front. That's just me. That's me. That's what I want. Za'Darius Smith, I know you're not listening, and you never will, but that is okay. I am calling for you to get the first sack against Joe Burrow. Opening day, 1 o'clock, CBS. I'm already promoting it, and it's only May. Just the speed of the game is different. Laugh out, you'd be mad, but you would have to watch. Stephanie knows me. I would watch. I would watch all 4 quarters, James. They know me. I would watch. I would be mad, yelling at the screen. What do you mean you can't beat Tennessee, Ohio State? You guys suck. It's just the Titans. Who is Tannehill? Debating college versus NFL is putting men up against college boys. It wouldn't go well. Do you think the Browns can sign Za'Darius Smith to? You know what, Eric? And Barry, I trust. I don't know how it would get done, Eric. You know I'm no capologist. I don't have a spreadsheet with all the formulas on how to do it. But if he plays well and both terms want him back, both sides, I think it can be done. Now, how it gets done, I don't know. How are we going to pay everybody? I don't know. But I think it can happen. As long as he plays well. I think it can happen. Now, the definition of long, we can have that definition. Is it 2 years or 3 years? I don't know. But as long as he plays well, I think it can happen. But he has to play well. I can't predict the future. But I trust in Barry. I don't go against this man right now because he just pulls stuff out of his pockets that I didn't think was going to happen. Nobody thought Brown's going to get Za'Darius Smith in January. But now we're here. Peter, oh, Joe, you know I ain't saying that name right. Peter Tamauapino, 7.5 sacks in the XFL. Was that the MVP y'all were talking about? Smith is 30. They might not want him long term. GM of the year, Andrew Berry. I'm a Packers fan, and I have nightmares from Smith. That man is a monster on the edge. Listen, man. I'm excited, y'all. I can't lie. I am excited. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. I remember him wreaking havoc as a Packer. I didn't watch many Minnesota games with him, but as a Packer, I remember him wreaking havoc. Andrew Berry, GM of the year. Listen, man, I ain't mad at him. Listen, hey, I'll give him a trophy. I'll give him a trophy. I love Andrew Berry. Some people don't like him. Some people are like, he's okay. They need to see more. I've seen enough. But now the players have got to go execute. And Kevin Stefanski, I don't have a slide for Kevin Stefanski, but I'll tell you this. I'm going to tell you guys right now, and we talked about it last stream. I'm scared for Kevin Stefanski. I think listen, this may be hyperbole, and this may be because I am a Browns fan. I think he is under the most pressure right now as a head coach. And that's just me. I'm a Browns fan. I know there's probably a coach out there that has more pressure. I can't think off the top of my head. There's probably a coach. You could say maybe Mike McCarthy on Dallas because Dallas always Super Bowl or nothing. Maybe it's Mike McCarthy from Dallas. Maybe there's another coach. But from, our inner, listen, man, you got your quarterback. They have retooled the defense. There's no more excuses. I don't know another coach with more pressure. If you could think of one, put them in the comments. I'm always wrong. It's fine. Listen, my emotions won't be hurt. But I can't think of one right now off the top of my head that if they lose 2 or 3 in a row, that they will not be calling for his head with a knife. I can't think of one. Off top. That if they're not winning immensely, immediately, get rid of him. Throw him in the sewer. Make sure the water's very dirty and up to the top. I don't know what that means. He sacked Baker on Christmas Day. I'm here listening while I'm with my family and for Mother's Day. Appreciate you, Spoke Tiger. Spoked Brown Tiger. Tell your mom a happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and happy Mother's Day to the tribal chief's mom as well.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
Buffalo's head coach. Okay. You think Buffalo's head coach? Is it because they keep losing in the playoffs, Joe? Is that why you think Buffalo's head coach? You think if they don't get further, have they lost in the divisional round twice now? To Kansas City the year before, and then last year they lost. Do you think to the Bengals? Do you think if they don't get to the championship, at least AFC championship, it's over for him? I didn't think about Buffalo's head coach. You might be on to something, Joe. You might be on to something. And Mr. Diggs was not happy last year. Joe might be on to something. Cleveland fans are hardcore. I love this trade, this defense. This defense might be the best we've had in a long time. We shall see. AAA, thank you for the $10 donation. Super Bowl or bust, baby. Let's go. Appreciate you, my guy. Thank you for the $10 donation on a Mother's Day. Shane O'Mac, talk to him.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
You know what, Joe? You may have convinced me. He's had 4 years. He hasn't even won Coach of the Year. He's had Josh Allen up all of those years. You may have joined me to your side. Maybe he is the top one, then Kevin Stefanski. I'm easily persuaded as long as you come with facts. I am easily persuaded to join your side, chat. If you come with a valuable answer and facts to go with it, maybe it is Buffalo's coach. He hasn't even won Coach of the Year. At least Kevin's won Coach of the Year. Trouble in paradise with Usos and your tribal chief. Hopefully Jimmy will keep Andrew Berry as the general manager for the foreseeable future. He better, Eric. Listen, man. He better. If he got rid of Kevin, not Kevin. If he got rid of Andrew Berry, man, I'm just going to whine on the internet because there's nothing I can do. I don't have any power here. I don't have any power, chat. But I am going to whine on the internet if he got rid of Andrew Berry. I will cry. But I can't make any changes. I don't have any power. I can't do a petition because I don't have any power. All right? I'll just say it like that. What up, Gmail? It's all up to the coaches. Connor was just gifted a membership from Consistency, and it actually went to a great person this time. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. Finally. Since we're not able to choose who we want to give the membership to. No, I just, wow. I would just be shocked if we actually can pick who we give a membership to. Thank you, Consistency. Appreciate you.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Gifting YouTube
Here
memberships.
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Thank you very much. Barry, GM of the Year. Murderous Row. Garrett and Smith on the D line. Welcome to Murderous Row. Listen, man. Y'all know I don't like to get excited this early, but it's just happening. It's just happening. Drink your milk. Keep your bones ready. Stay healthy. Stay in your house. Stay in bubble wrap. Stay in bubble wrap, Cleveland. Don't go anywhere until September. Listen, you are rich. You don't have to leave your house. You know how many delivery services we have nowadays? You are worth millions. You don't have to leave your house. You can bring everything to you. I don't want to hear about I need to go outside. You don't need to go outside. For what? You don't need to. You're rich. Stay inside. Just go get the mail and come back in. I need everybody healthy. What up, John, my guy? Happy Mother's Day to you, man. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world. All the grandmothers, too. Everything. Just happy Mother's Day to everybody. And for coming into this stream on this day, there could be a million things you could be doing right now. But you are here chatting with us about Za'Darius Smith, Myles Garrett, whatever the chat wants to talk about. You know how we do. I appreciate you guys coming in. DoorDash, see? Joe's with me. And that's why I said consistency. Connor says thank you. Look at that. See, that's what I'm talking about. He'll be part of the member streams now, which we'll be doing sometime this week. I don't know the day yet, but I'll put it on the community tab. It'll be sometime this week, during the week. Thanks for the gift membership. I'll be rocking for this month. Love the streams. Corey can't wait for the Buckeyes and Browns watch parties. Look at that. He said thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Happy Mother's Day to your mom and every mother on here. I'm pumped, chat. I'm pumped, chat. I'm pumped. Well, before I head out of here, who do y'all got? Boston or Philly? Game 7 NBA. Who's going to win before I get out of here? Mother's Day. Had to chat it up with you guys real quick. See you started the trade, but let me know in the chat who wins, Boston or Philly. Game 7 at Boston. Who wins? Let me know in the chat who you got as they go on to face the Miami Heat. Nobody had the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals, and if you say you did, I need to see a screenshot or something. I need to see it. I need proof. I need proof. Tatum and company, Boston, Philly, Boston. I got Boston in OT. Brown and Tatum ball out. Philly, I hope Sixers for Doc's sake. Boston, I see a lot of Bostons. Listen, I'm going to sound like a hater right now, but I preference that. I'm going to sound like a hater right now, but at least I admitted it before I say it. Celtics versus Lakers, NBA dream matchup. If I had to believe in Tatum and Brown or in Embiid and Harden, which one do I believe in with my life on the line to win one game, I believe in Tatum and Brown more. Embiid is the MVP. He's a stud. He's a monster. But then you got Harden. I just don't. I got to see it first. In the playoffs, closeout game, can he get it done on the road? I don't believe it. I just don't. Give me Tatum and Brown. And when Philly loses, I think Doc Rivers is going to get fired. They had their shot. They couldn't close the deal when Jason Tatum was 1 for 14. But I could be wrong. And we'll see if James Harden can clutch up and steal another one on the road. It's going to be a tough game for Philly. But give me Tatum and Brown if I had to choose the duo. Because I just believe Embiid is that dude. But I just don't think Harden is going to show up when they need him most. But that's just me. Brandy, how are you doing? Happy Mother's Day to you, Brandy. Happy Mother's Day. I just seen you sneak in here before I head out. I want to appreciate all y'all for coming in here. Listen, I appreciate all y'all, man. Members, non-members, Patreon members, non-Patreon members. I just want to thank all y'all, man, for coming into the streams. All the streams. You like, you share, you comment. It does mean a lot to me, man. Thank you very much. I hope you guys have a very, 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 very great Mother's Day. Be healthy, have fun, stay positive, and screw negative people because they suck. And that's all I had to say. The chance of resigning Smith at the end of the season, if he does great like we think he'll do, I think Andrew Barry will get it done, Brown Tiger. I don't think that you've seen that part of it. I believe in Andrew Barry. I believe in him, Brown Tiger. Now, the years and all that, I don't know. But I believe in him. But other than that, I will see you guys.
Here comes the money.
Shout out to Brown Tiger. 13 months.
Here comes the money. Here comes the money.
Appreciate you. 13 months member. Smith can run from the interior and the outside. Good point, Brandy. See, she comes in, drops little nuggets before I leave. Had to read that comment. I'm out of here. Appreciate all of you. And until next time, you know the drill. I'll see you when I see you. I will call my mom. You know I will. Peace.